Hey everybody, welcome back. It's been quite some time, but your boy is back for my next update here on my channel. So I am just shy of 5 months post gastric bypass surgery. Just to recap, I had surgery on June the 7th, 2023. And on surgery day, I was 341 pounds. And today is the 27th of October, 2023. And I am at 269 pounds. How awesome is that? And I really want to first off say thank you guys so much for your support and your overwhelming response to my channel. I love interacting with each and every one of you. I hope that things that I have done on this channel have inspired you and help you maybe come to that important decision of whether or not you want to have gastric bypass, because that's really my goal, is to share my experience so that it could somehow or some way impact somebody else on their journey. So a lot of things I want to get to today, but first and foremost, I want to talk about kind of some things that I've been doing as far as my diet is concerned. So I'm clear to eat pretty much anything these days, obviously in moderation only. I'm not going to sit there and eat a whole trough of food. As you know, my stomach is still about this big, about the size of an egg. But I have progressed back into more normalcy, so to speak, as far as what I'm eating. And, really at this point, it's at my disposal, the tool. And, I really just have to utilize the tool the best way that I can. As we all know, this is not some magic fix. Getting this surgery is not going to solve your problems. It's not only a physical change, but it's a mental change. You have to go into this prepared to change everything, change your social dynamic, change how you interact with food, change how you cope, because sometimes for some people, food is a coping mechanism. Myself included, I would say a little bit of that. Not a whole bunch, but we all have our vices, and that happens to be one of mine, a large fry or two. But a lot of you were asking me questions on, what am I eating and things along those lines. And I think I will make a video, like a day in the life of what I eat kind of thing. I'm not probably the best example. I'm not going to sit here and try to front. I just kind of play it by ear, I just kind of by eyesight, I don't necessarily measure, but I do have in mind that portion size ratio where you have your plate and one third of the plate is a protein, and then you have one section that's starch and one section that's veggie. I try to maintain that goal as much as I can. I mean, but really it depends on what I'm eating, because unfortunately you can't necessarily follow that rule with everything that you eat. But for the most part, I try to adhere to it as much as I can. I still am a lovely fan of yogurt. That's still my go-to these days. As far as like a snack or something. One thing that I love are Crunchmaster crackers. I mean, they are a slider food, so please beware if that's something that you might like. But for me, it definitely gets that urge satisfied of something like crunchy and salty and savory. So I do recommend those. That has been something that has held me together, so to speak. But overall, it's essentially I'm like reacclimating into life. Like I'm learning how to socialize with food again. And I had my birthday a couple of weeks ago. I'm 39 years old. Happy birthday. Thank God black don't crack. Maybe mine's cracking a little bit, but anyway. And so I went to Outback with some friends, and going into this, I always was like, oh man, like I'm not going to be able to be normal. I'm not going to be able to eat what I want to eat. And then I had a visit with my dietitian, and she was literally like, I was just saying that this is a tool. This is not something that's gonna fix everything. So you can have anything you want, but it's just moderation. And that's one thing that you learn along the course of your journey, is that, wow, I'm not as restricted as I thought I would have to be. Matter of fact, I got signed off to have carbonated drinks again, which is nice. And I've been drinking my Diet Pop, which is great. So these little things that are, happening with my journey are just making things a little bit easier. One thing that I have not started to do, and I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all because, that's just not what I do. But one thing that I haven't really been doing is exercising, and I'm starting to get some loose skin action going on. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah, I don't like that. But you know what? That is a casualty of the war, and that is just fine. I will take that L. I will take that one for the team. But yeah, I really am going to start going into getting fitness as a priority. I really want to start to tone up a little bit. But it's crazy to think that on the 2nd of June, when I started my fasting, I was 351 pounds. And today I am 269 pounds. So that's almost 100 pounds in 4.5 months. Like, that is crazy to think about. And, I do have some pictures that I'll show you guys about, some of my progression. But, I was suffering from really bad dysmorphia. If maybe you were looking at some of my videos before, where I would not be able to see the changes in the mirror, only in pictures. But I have been starting to see changes also in person in the mirror. I'm able to see, my neck looking a little bit different. My face is slimmer. I had Halloween at my job yesterday. We had a whole bunch of floors at our company decorated with Halloween stuff, and there was this one section that I went into. It was a clown section, which, oh my God, I hate clowns. But I made it through. I persevered. But my coworker took a picture of me walking into the area, and it was kind of shocking to see myself. I was like, who is that? I was like, wow. I was like, dang, that looks like me. But wait, it is me. But my back don't look so hungry and thick, which is nice. Then I also had a coworker who I was standing at our front desk, and he comes behind me and he was like, you are looking so good, man. He was like, I thought you were a new coworker. I didn't even recognize you from the back. I was like, oh my gosh, like, it's really nice to get those affirmations. It's nice to know that, it's not just something in my head. Because I struggled with that a lot too over the years, trying to lose weight. I would always sit there and I would go, oh yeah, I've lost weight. And like, to me, it seems like it was more of a weight loss than it actually was. Like, I would tell people, they'd be like, oh yeah, you lost weight. No, you haven't. But I mean, I thought I did. But going through this process has definitely visually shown me that I have started to lose weight, and I'm very excited about what's to come. I think my goal weight will be 200 pounds, but we'll get there. When we get there, we'll see what happens, where my body's comfortable. One other thing I wanted to touch on is the fact that I really have embraced the fact that it's not only just, a fun thing to be on here and tell you guys about my journey, but it's definitely something that, comforts the heart. Like, just to read through all your comments, and I try to like or comment on anything that you guys put up, because it's really, the interaction with you guys is what keeps me going. And I'm sorry I haven't updated you guys as much as I probably should have, but like I mentioned in one of my initial videos, my plan was to go 3, 6, 9 a year, and then kind of wing it from there. So I'm giving you guys a bonus video here, which is nice. I was able to fit some time in to do this. But I'm just really excited that I was able to, do it. I went into this thinking it was the worst mistake of my life initially, because things were so hard. Getting over that initial shock of all the change is hard, but once you do it, you will realize that it is the best decision of your life, and you will be so happy. So if you are on the line, I know I may have said this in my other video, with that decision on whether or not you want to do it or not, do it. I promise it's worth it. It is worth it. And I'm just excited to see what happens. I'm excited to see how small I get. I'm excited to see my health continue to improve. I had a follow-up visit, and I'm no longer officially diabetic. My A1C was 6. I guess I'm in like a pre-diabetic stage, but that comes from me being with an A1C of 11 in March of this year. So the impacts on my health, my physical mind, I'm sleeping better. I've got more energy. You know, these things have just been so wonderful. And I'm just so happy that I can continue onto this journey and hopefully inspire a person or two on the way. Yeah, that's my update. Thank you guys so much for following me along on my journey. Please doc or comment below. Let me know maybe if there are some topical videos you'd like me to do. I know we had one suggestion on like what I eat, so I'll try to maybe make a video of a day in the life of what I eat, which is not very exciting, real talk, but you know, I will love to show you what I do. I'm very transparent, so I'd be more than happy to. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time.